talking about confidence and what women bring to a relationship and how they understand what men want. Tell me about confidence versus desperation to try to be the person she thinks he wants rather than just be authentic to herself.
Right. Right. When you hear the words desperate and you hear the words needy, neediness and desperation are turnoffs in marriage and they're turnoffs in dating. What desperation feels like to a man, and I would assume a woman, is when the person across the table from you or across the bed from you seems to be searching for what you like and how to be the right person for you and shooting at moving targets every day, trying to please you, to do just the right things, to get things they want from you. That's a desperation and neediness that comes out across a date table and across the bedroom, obviously, in marriage.
But that's we're kind of that's where the self-esteem comes in.
Right.
If you don't have that core of confidence and self-esteem, you're trying to become the person you think your partner wants, rather than coming from that field of authenticity and going, you know what, this doesn't fit what my needs are.
Right. I tell my men, if you're having a bad day and you're feeling resentful, if your value is I will love my wife and I will do things to let her know that, even on a bad day, you're going to grab her and tell her that she means a lot to you.
Well, I'm glad that you said that, because some people confuse confidence with aggressiveness, and we're not talking about that here. We're talking a woman coming from a very real sense of herself, and that's a turn on to guys.
Right. Right. Women should never adopt this masculine macho bravado that pickup artists do in bars like guys. They need to be who they are and also know where their boundaries are. And when I talk about boundaries, that is where you will take no crap. That is when somebody crosses a line that goes against your core values, in a very serious but feminine and firm tone, you let your husband or boyfriend know that that's not acceptable to you. That is attractive. Believe it or not, that is attractive.
Well, and you and I have talked about this. When you're coming from a position of neediness and you don't really have a fixed notion in your head of what you're looking for and what you're worthy of, that's when you're attracting the toads.
That's right.
They're picking up on that vibration that this woman doesn't think she's worthy of a good relationship.
That's right. And we've talked about that before. A single person, man or woman, walks into a bar and they're very unclear about who they are and what they desire for themselves. Everyone in the room becomes an option. And
exactly. Perfect.
How can you go into marketing yourself when you're not sure who yourself really is? There's a lot of toads that jump back in the pond when they see a confident woman come in who has clear boundaries for guys who don't fit her needs.
I'm so glad you said that. Seriously, that's the theme of this entire show.
Right.
Is that women need to understand they are worthy of a fantastic life and relationship.
Right.
One of the things that you touched on was appreciation.
Right.
And I'd like to hit that hard in our next session, which will be week after next.
Right.
So
important.
It is so important. And men, women need to understand that for men, that is just one of the big keys.
Right. When we talk about, human beings are human beings, we all want appreciation. Yes, I agree. We are absolutely equal, men and women, but we are not the same. And the way you show appreciation to a man is different than the way a man will show appreciation to a woman, where it is felt with a feeling of romance and love and respect.
Exactly. We're going to go into that week after next, how men react to it when you give them the appreciation they deserve. And Steve, thanks you.
Sometimes when they don't.
And all of the above. We'll be right back.